Welcome to another video. Today I'm getting back into painting after taking a little bit of a break to study for my final semester of my undergrad degree. By the time I'm recording this audio clip, I will have graduated. But when I was doing these acrylic paintings, I was still fully in the thick of studying and submitting final projects and things. So I didn't really have much time to devote to painting. But one weekend, I did have some spare time, and so I decided to just have fun and do some quick acrylic paintings. I usually work in oils, and those take so much time, and you have to let each layer dry a little bit so you don't mess it up. But acrylics are really nice, and you can just paint and then put it under a fan for a little while and then paint some more, and it's really quick. So this painting that you see I'm working on here with the blues and the orange and pink, that painting I finished in maybe an hour and a half total, and it was really nice. I was kind of going for like a kind of a Danish pastel, like Scandinavian kind of look, and I wish the colors on camera showed up the way they looked in real life, because it's kind of desaturated on camera, but it's much brighter in real life. And I really enjoy this technique here of just watering down the paint and just letting it drip. I think that's one of my favorite looks that I see a lot of other painters do, and I really enjoy doing that. So you're gonna see me do that quite a bit in my acrylic paintings. So here's the painting the next morning in a little better lighting, so you can kind of see what the true colors are. And as I said, that one took me about an hour and a half to finish. And then the next day, I was really enjoying the technique, and I decided to just do another painting, because why not? So the white that I'm using here is just my usual gesso that I use to prime typically, but I'm just mixing in some colors to get a nice background. And I find that when I am left kind of just intuitively picking out color schemes for these paintings, I don't really go into it with much of a plan. I'm just like, oh, this color looks nice, let me use this. But I find that I usually gravitate towards the lighter kind of pastel colors, and I don't really stray into the more dark hues very often, but maybe in the future I'll try it. But here I'm using acrylic glazing glazing medium that I had just lying around. I've never really used it before, as you can see, because I kind of just left it, puddle of it, on the canvas, and that didn't really turn out too well. But here I'm just like trying to spread it out so that you can't really tell. But I wanted to add sort of a green hue to it, and here I am using that drip technique again. But this painting actually turned out pretty cool. I gave it kind of a springtime vibe. I sometimes struggle with making these quick, easy acrylic paintings because I find that I put so little effort and thought into them that they're almost too easy to consider like real art, which is silly, and I recognize that it's kind of silly, but they seem way too easy for me to justify like charging money for them. I don't know. But here I'm mixing my gesso with baking soda, and this is something that I saw online, somebody did, but this kind of creates like a paste that you can use to create 3D effects for your paintings, and I wanted to give that a try as well, because why not? And it actually worked really well. I just used a plastic little Ziploc bag to create a piping bag, and I used that to create like flower petals on the canvas. Again, really leaning into the springtime vibe. Super pleased with how the flowers and things turned out. I think if I maybe used like a tip like they have for like when you're frosting a cake and stuff, if I used an actual tip maybe, then I might have gotten a better effect. But you know, I was just experimenting and having fun, so. So these next two acrylic paintings that you see I'm priming right now, these are actually meant for me to hang up in my next apartment because I'm already planning how I'm gonna decorate, and I'm really excited. Again, I'm kind of going for that, like, if you look up or if you know Danish pastel decor, that Scandinavian style with lots of pastel colors and sort of a retro 70s Y2K mix. It's hard to explain, but I really like the soft colors and everything, and the wavy lines. Those are kind of my vibe right now. So these paintings, I do not intend to sell these. I'm keeping them for myself. And like I said earlier, I feel like these paintings, they're so low effort and they're really easy to do, and I feel like anybody could really do them. They don't require a lot of like technical skill or anything, but I don't know, it was kind of the perfect thing for me in that moment because I wasn't mentally able to devote brain power to figuring out a composition and planning any significant piece out. I really just wanted some mindless art to just make quickly and get that like instant gratification from it. And again, it was kind of just going back to having fun with painting again, and I found that the more I made it a technical practice and like really tried to perfect what I was making, the less fun it was. So here's the finished result of the final painting for today. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video.